Welcome to another episode of the P&P Show. This week is the start of the second round of the NFL playoffs. We didn't cover last week because the games weren't all that good. It's basically round one where you limit all the teams that really shouldn't be there. Steelers. Anyway, Georgia wins the national championship. We haven't covered that, but I'm sure everybody already knows that. It's disappointing for us. We were rooting for the Crimson Tide. Any comments on that?
I have a lot of comments on that. First of all, the team that played in the national championship was not the team that played in the SEC championship. And by that, I mean their star receiver, Menchie, tore his ACL at halftime. Fortunately, they still had the other wide receiver, and I can't think of his name. Starts with a W. And well, they had a decent lead by that time, and they were able to continue to control the game and move the ball, and they won rather easily. Quite frankly, it was not as close as everybody would have anticipated. However, in the national championship game, the other wide receiver got hurt and tore his ACL. So they had two backups in there at wide receiver.
I think the person you're talking about with the W is Jamison Williams.
Jamison Williams, that's precisely it. So he tore his ACL, so they had two backup wide receivers. And the Alabama offense really depends upon a balanced game between passing and rushing. And
right.
Although Jameson Winston did a pretty good job after he got hurt, that took away Alabama's long game, the ability to spread the field, open up some passing options in the middle. And although the quarterback,
Bryce Young,
was throwing some good passes, the coverage was excellent on the part of Georgia. He put the ball there, but there were already two people there on the receiver at the time, so it made it very difficult. So Alabama was leading at one time, and the score is not indicative of the game. They had that pick six right there at the end of the game. That's a gimme. That's a throwaway. And so it should have been much closer. But I say if everybody was healthy, Alabama would have run them out of the stadium.
Right.
So what are you going to do? You have to play with what you have. And Alabama was short in that second half.
And a good time for the state of Georgia. The Braves winning the World Series in November, late October, early November. Can't remember exactly when it was. And then Georgia, the Bulldogs winning the national championship. So pretty good for them right now.
Right, it is. It'll be interesting next year to see what happens. Bryce Young's back. The two wide receivers are gone, but between just some time to mature for those who are there already and who they might bring in on the transfer portal, they're going to reload, and I think they're going to be formidable next year. This is a really tough conference to play in.
Oh yeah, best
in
the
Western Division. The Western Division, you have number one Texas A&M that's on the rise. You have Arkansas who's improving. You have Miss Ole Miss, and they're doing well. But for the fact that Matt Corral got hurt in their bowl game, that would have been. I think they lost that bowl game, didn't they?
Who, Ole Miss?
Yeah.
I think I can tell you. Again, that was so long ago.
Right.
Oh gosh. Who'd they even play? I'll tell you. It was it's showing me 2022 schedule now. I want to know 2021. Okay, they lost to Baylor. That's right.
Baylor's a really decent team,
They are.
but they were playing with their second team quarterback. And what was the final?
21-7.
All right. Well, that could have been a different game.
I think so.
In addition to that, you have Louisiana State, which is really going to be a question mark. Brian Kelly's down there. I don't think he's a particularly good fit with that program.
No.
We'll have to see if he can get it straightened out. But I have to say, if he clicks at all with the fans and with the team, they're going to be formidable. So that's the only weak team in the Western Division right now is Missouri.
I mean,
and Mississippi State can surprise you with that air raid offense.
Yeah, well, Auburn too. I mean, I
no,
don't
Auburn's in the Eastern.
Not according to this. No, they're in the West, and Missouri's in the East.
Well, that's a surprise to me. That makes no sense.
Apparently Auburn's in the West, and then in the East, Georgia, Kentucky, Tennessee, Missouri, South Carolina, Florida, and Vanderbilt. But you can tell the West is a lot more powerful than the East is. Really.
Oh yeah,
Georgia.
East is weak.
Georgia is really the only good team over there.
Yeah, Georgia. Georgia is definitely
and Kentucky too.
They're the big dog over there. Kentucky, they're still second tier.
Yeah.
Tennessee's improving. South Carolina looks like they may be on the rise and a factor.
They won the medal.
Coach, does Florida have a new coach coming in this year?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Okay, yeah, I think he's still. The coach is going to be stable. And Florida
wasn't very good last year.
Well, yeah, but they look better as the season went on. So the SEC is definitely the strongest conference in the country.
Yeah. Followed by probably either the ACC or the Big Ten.
Yeah.
Maybe the Pac-12.
I don't know. The ACC. Yeah. Well, the Pac-12 is interesting because they're gearing up again at Southern Cal. They had a real mess there with the program.
Right, but I also don't know if you can put the Big 12 in there. They got Iowa State. Who else do they have? I'm drawing a blank at this moment.
Texas, Baylor, Oklahoma State.
That's true. Don't know where my mind went there, but they're a pretty good conference too. But
yeah,
SEC's obviously number one.
If you look at it across the country and take into consideration all the major D1 conferences, the strongest and the best is still the SEC.
Yeah.
So the others have some work to do, and perhaps they can get back. The Big Ten is, hey, that's kind of.
I got Ohio State, Iowa.
And Michigan. It looks like if Harbaugh can get a pro coaching job, he's going to go.
You think?
That's what I'm reading, but he wants to coach the Bears, which makes sense because it's just down the road from Ann Arbor. Probably wouldn't even have to move. It's in good traffic. It's less than an hour from Ann Arbor down to Chicago.
Right.
And I don't know where the Bears training facility is. It's probably not downtown. It's probably on the outskirts of Chicago somewhere. So I think that'd be a good move for him if that's what he wants to do.
That would be interesting.
That leaves the Michigan situation unstable. And quite frankly, the hiring season for coaches is more or less over. Right now, all you hear about is defensive coordinators, offensive coordinators moving around, and you don't hear anything more about head coach situations, except in Hawaii. Nobody seems to want to take the Hawaii job.
I can understand
turned
that.
It down. Well, I don't know.
Would you, if you had the opportunity, would you take the head coaching job at Hawaii?
Well, no. I wouldn't take that head coaching job anywhere for football.
So
But
if Notre
let's put it this way. If I didn't have family considerations, and they offered me a job in Hawaii at this point, I'd say it's beach time.
you've been there the last couple episodes, I mean,
Yeah, I have been. I know.
you're back from vacation, but
Back from
your
back from the land of aloha.
fake beach. Because look, I'm gonna take a quick flight. Oh, I can't do it. Oh, that's too bad. I was gonna take a quick flight down there now, but
Oh, I can do it.
yeah, you do that. In the meantime, we
I
would
can get
like
back.
to introduce a new thing on the PMP show. What we're going to be doing is start featuring a PMP show game of the week, which is going to be one game every single week that will be featured on a YouTube short. So what that is for those of you that don't know, is like a short video that multiple people can see just from things that are recommended to them and from other things that they've seen. So it's going to try and help grow the channel. So if you see the PMP show game of the week on the YouTube shorts and you've come here because of that, welcome. And we're going to start picking for all the other games and the PMP show game of the week, which I believe, I don't know what we want to, we haven't chose the PMP show game of the week so far. We can choose from Cincinnati and Tennessee, San Francisco, Green Bay, Los Angeles and Tampa, and then Buffalo and Kansas City. I kind of want to go with the Rams and the Buccaneers, but I don't know. What about you?
I think that the marquee game of the week is going to be the Bills against the Chiefs.
Okay, we can make that the PMP show game of the week.
Yeah, I really think that's going to be the best game. It's going to be a good preview. If the Chiefs make a statement here, I think they're ready to take on Tom Brady if he comes out of it.
Okay,
I don't know that.
We'll get to that. We have to recap the rest of the games though first.
Okay.
So, the first game we have from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. It is the Cincinnati Bengals facing off against the Tennessee Titans. Who you got?
Ooh, that's a close one.
It is. I like it.
For my money, Cincinnati has just been too inconsistent.
Really?
And yeah, and I know that they had some injuries in Tennessee, and they had to make some adjustments. But I think they're playing very steady ball right now. They are on the rise, so I'm going to go with the Titans.
I'm actually going to go with the Bengals. I like both teams. I like the Titans and I like the Bengals. Bengals have been playing really well right now. I think Joe Burrow is on the rise with Jamar Chase over there. Bengals have been moving the ball really, really well, and that's why I'm going to go with Cincinnati on this one. I like the Bengals here. They are my AFC division rival there, but I'm rooting for the Bengals throughout the playoffs. But in the long run, actually, I'm rooting for the Bills. But if the Bengals go to the Super Bowl, go Bengals.
I don't think they're going to get that far.
I don't think so either, but I'll root for them. They're the long shot team right now. I'll root for them as far as they go. Next game in the NFC Divisional Playoffs, it's the San Francisco 49ers at the Green Bay Packers at Lambeau Field.
It's supposed to be 0 degrees. Up there.
Yes.
They're used to playing in cold weather.
Right.
Aaron Rodgers is just so steady and consistent. No way San Francisco is going to win that game.
I'm going to go with the Packers as well. I don't think there's really a question on that one. Packers looking really, really good. Next matchup on the other side, or not on the other side of the bracket, but like on the same side of the bracket, actually, in the NFC Divisional Playoffs. It's the Los Angeles Chargers at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. This is good. I like this.
The Rams have been improving.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, one of the pleasant surprises for them, not so much a pleasant surprise for Browns fans is that
Odell. Yep.
once Odell got out to the West Coast, where all the sports stars are making big money and living in mansions, he sort of woke up and has really been doing some good things for the Rams. So you have to keep an eye on him. But I just think that Brady and Gronk and that whole bunch they got too much.
They do. I'm also going to go with the Buccaneers, but a really good game. I cannot wait for this one tomorrow. Also, we forgot to mention that this episode might come out tomorrow, depending on my availability. So apologize for that. There are games today, and they might happen before this comes out. But we'll see what we can do. Maybe it can come out before San Francisco and Green Bay. But again, I'll see what I can do. And now it's time for the PMP Show Game of the Week. The first ever PMP Show Game of the Week. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs from GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. I don't know when they added GEHA Field to it, but it's still Arrowhead Stadium to me. Who you got, Bills or the Chiefs?
Ooh, this is so close. I'm going to go with the Chiefs.
Really?
This could go either way. But I want to go with the Chiefs. Mahomes has looked really good, and but the quarterback from Allen from Buffalo, he's also looked very good.
He has.
Buffalo's sort of the surprise team in the NFL this year, and I wouldn't be sad either way.
No,
I think either team will be very representative from here on out, and probably the winner of this game will end up in the Super Bowl.
That's fair. I'm also going. No, I'm not also going to go with the Chiefs. I'm going with the Bills on this one, but close matchup. Very close. Very close.
Close.
Can't wait for that one. So that just about does it, unless we have anything else.
Oh, we do. The game of the day.
Oh boy.
Jesu Bulldogs. Boys, 4th grade versus St. Rita's.
Yeah, well, it's not 4th grade, so.
3rd grade?
3rd grade.
That's all it is? Oh,
yeah.
My. All right. Well, I guess I'm giving Matty Lloyd more credit because he's so smart. He seems like a 4th grade. Hey.
Hey.
I haven't seen Jesu 3rd grade play this.
It's painful. I will warn you right now.
Well, you've given me a play-by-play for the games that you've been to so far, and you're not impressed.
Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week. We will have our conference championships set for each conference. We will have the AFC Conference Championship and the NFC Conference Championship ready for you. So we'll see you next week. Thank you for watching.
Oh, and before we close, the quality of the show has greatly improved over this year, and we want to give a shout out to our technical advisor, Will Lloyd.
What does he do? I edit everything. But he does nothing.
I
could give him credit. What the heck?
I thought he came in and tweaks things for us.
No, I do everything.
Well, okay.
Okay. We need to finish this up. This is dragging way out. Thank you for watching this week on the PMP Show. We'll see you next week. And from Pap, I'm Patrick. Thank you for watching. See you next week. So long, everybody.
Step in the kitchen. Let's go.